What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in with me. So today I'm going to be showing you what I plan on growing in December. Now, some of them I may start early December. Today's actually December 1st, 2022. Some I may start in the middle of December. Some I might start towards the end, and we'll talk about that throughout the duration of this video. Now, first things first that I'm going to start growing is broccoli. Okay, this is the hybrid I'm gonna grow. It's called Emerald Crown Broccoli. All right. So you're looking at a plant depth of 1/4. It says to plant early spring or fall, but I kind of do, what I want as it pertains to me having greenhouses. And days of maturity is 60, but since the greenhouse that I'm going to be growing it in is on the, I guess, west side of the house, it's only going to get a certain amount of sunlight. So this is going to be extended to maybe 90 or 100 days, okay? But we'll see how it goes. Now, as you can see, I get my seeds from Hoss, all right? Now, if you guys remember, and if you want to get your seeds from Hoss, just click on the link in the description below. But if you guys remember some of the videos, you saw some nice heads of broccoli, nice heads of cauliflower, and that's where I got my seeds from. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm growing, and I'm actually gonna start growing those probably the middle of December is what I'm thinking. Okay, next, what I'm gonna grow are collards. All right, now top bunch collards. These are the ones that I grow. You're looking at about a 50-day maturity rate. Again, the planting depth is gonna be about 1/4. Obviously, it's gonna say you're gonna grow it in early spring or fall. But the reason why I grow the top bunch collards is because they're productive, right? For me, we have a family of 5, soon to be 6. We got our 4th kid on the way, so we have to have production, right? Now there are other collard hybrids that I feel like taste better than the top bunch, but these are the most productive. And then after you season them how you want, it's all the same, at least to me. So no big deal there. Now, next, what I'm gonna grow are the bright light, okay? The bright light Swiss chards. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, so you're looking at a plant depth of 1/4. Again, 55 days to maturity. Now, with this Swiss chard, I found that this is probably one of the most productive of all of the seeds that I've grown over the last few years. And I don't know. I feel like that 55 days is a little bit extended from how it's been for me. It's usually been a little bit quicker than 55 days. But again, you guys know I like to add a little fertilizer to mine. And I think I'm gonna start growing these towards the end of December, maybe like between December 22nd and December 30th. So that's kind of when I'm looking to plant mine. All right. Now next, we're gonna be growing some kale. All right. So Blue Ridge kale. Again, another plant depth of 1/4. You're looking at about 65 days growth to maturity. And the reason why I like this hybrid for me is it's probably one of the most productive hybrids of kale out there. I mean, when the leaves start spitting out, I mean, they just keep going and going and going, especially when this hybrid has the weather that it likes. Now, I still have this hybrid of kale out in the garden now, and it's December. So, obviously, they're gonna be on autopilot right now. They're gonna be kind of coasting. If you get some warm days, they'll produce a little bit, but throughout the really cold days, they're gonna be in dormant status. But again, one of the most productive hybrids of kale that you'll find. Now, I don't know if I told you, but the collards that we talked about, okay. So the top bunch collards, I'm gonna go ahead and start growing those. Uh, Probably sometime this week, maybe early next week, cause you guys know I love collards and I grew them all year round. So we're gonna go ahead and get those going. Now, some of you asked me which hybrid of cabbage did I grow. I know I did some garden tours. I know I did some harvest videos, and there is a thumbnail with me with some cabbages, holding cabbages. So if you scroll through the videos, you'll see cabbages kind of everywhere, along with other crops that I harvested as well. Click on that, and you'll see how the cabbages turned out. But anyway, this Stonehead, okay, Stonehead is the hybrid that I'll grow again. You're looking at a planting depth at about 1/4, maturity 70 days. Okay, now this is the only one that I'm not growing in December. I'm not going to start them in December. I'll probably start these maybe early to mid January, because with these I'm gonna plug these straight into uh, our raised beds. All right, so I'm not gonna necessarily play around, because I need uh, my cabbages to have as much room to spread out as possible. Now the collards and the kales, the broccolis, they need some space to go out, but they're fine going down. Now, most of what I showed you, I'm just going to go ahead and start them in seed trays. And then what I'm going to do is put them in buckets. And then I'm just going to let them mature that way. The only ones I'm not going to do that with, like I said before, is going to be my cabbages, because what tends to happen is you're going to have a smaller head of cabbage if you grow them in buckets, unless you grow them in, like, let's say a 20-gallon bucket or something where the roots really can spread out. Okay, so cabbage, remember, the roots like to spread out, not necessarily down. Okay, now if they have to go down, and that's where the room they have is to go down, they will. But if you want a nice head of cabbage, you want those roots to spread out. And make sure you're spacing your cabbages, a few feet apart. That way they really can form some nice heads of cabbages. Okay. Well, that's what I got for you guys today. Remember, if you want to use the seeds that I'm using, click that link down in the description below. And yeah, guys, I'm already thinking spring. I'm already getting ready for spring. So the time is now. Don't be sitting around and waiting to the last minute. And another reason why I like to do this now is to reduce the pest pressure, right? I'm not gonna have to deal with pests really getting the ball rolling now, and getting things out in the cooler weather, and I can eat my crops pest free. So again, get ahead of the curve, get those crops planted in the ground early, and you won't have to deal with pests. All right, I'm out, guys. Peace.